Aries, welcome to Ether Tarot. Welcome back if you're returning. It's been a while since we did an Aries reading, so looking forward to seeing what comes out for you. So, if you're new here, have we're doing a general collective reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Flip and switch your roles if you need to as well. So, first card out, we're starting with tea leaves as usual. We've got Family Sorrow, Weeping Willow. What's interesting about this is that this card came out in Libra's reading yesterday. It was. So you could be dealing with a Libra, but certainly something going on in the family, something that's not working. There is some upset going on in your life. So we've got spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So you could literally feel like you're in harm's way, or whatever this is that's going on with you and your family. I feel like you're in a situation where you feel like, I don't know, it's giving like someone's trying to hold it all together because they feel like it's all about to unravel, or it is unraveling. There's something that is fear driven here. But I feel like whatever is occurring is it's happening for a reason. Like everything does happen for a reason, but like there's some lessons to learn here. There's something that I feel like you're being guided away from harm. So it could look on the surface like some big disappointment or some big catastrophe, or somebody could be leaving your life, and yet you could be sad about that, and it could be actually um for your protection. So rejection is your protection here. And see, then we got the whale, great worry over nothing. So I feel like something that you feel is about to be this huge big blow up, it seems like something's about to blow over. And then we've got the butterfly, a change for the better. So this is transformation, which is perfectly in line with the spiritual guidance. You're going through a transformation, and transformations frequently very uncomfortable, or at least somebody in your life is, going through a huge transformation, and it's uncomfortable for everybody who's going through it. So we've got the nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So, whatever this is that's going on in your family situation, like it's not going to come to like the catastrophe you thought it would. I feel like whatever the issue is you're going to be guided through it, and this great worry is going to be over nothing, because you're still going to protect this loving nest egg here. And then we've got the bird perched, waiting for news package letter. So who are you waiting for? Who are you waiting for this? Now this is out here in your future position. This emotionally secure, loving family is out here in the future, but it's something you're waiting for news about. So it hasn't happened yet, but it happens after this transformation and this change has taken place. So I feel like there's a change not just taking place, but it's needed. It's so very needed for you to be able to get this loving, secure family. Like whatever's going on currently, or in the most recent past, it feels current though. You're being guided away from something and towards this emotional security. But you've got to go through this. It seems like the eye of the needle. Like you've got to transform, like turn yourself inside out. And this feels like a type of transformation where it's like there's a way of being that you've been possibly your entire life. There's something that you need to stop doing, or something that needs to be given up. Or, this could be having held on to past beliefs, childhood wounds, something that hasn't been healed from a long time ago. it's showing up now that it needs to be transformed, and you're going to grow from it. And yet you're going to go through growing pains to grow from it. So yeah, at the bottom of the deck we've got strong emotion, passionate love or hate with the fire, and you're a fire sign. So yeah, this is extremely uncomfortable, and I don't know where this passion is being directed, but you're extremely powerful if you choose a direction and you just focus on where you want to be. Like, know what you want. There feels like there's a battle between one side or the other, and it's occurring like that in your outer world because there's a battle going on within yourself, and there's this passionate level of hate for yourself, which is what's transpiring out in your outer world and your reality. So, yeah, let's get into the chart. See how this looks. I mean, this could be. I'm feeling like, you've got to make a big transformation within yourself in order to fight for something that you care about. Is how it is feeling. I feel like you're waiting for some news from a person out here in the future. Like, you've got to do something, some major change, and then once you've done that, it's like you're then waiting to see if you're going to get this emotional security back. So maybe there's a person in your life that you're like, you're wanting to change for them, but you have to change for yourself. But you're wanting to change in order to get a situation that you don't currently have. Um, and see at the bottom of the deck here with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I feel like this is the fear. So it could be like leaving a situation, could be leaving a person, leaving a job, leaving a long-term relationship, and the fear is losing a great fortune in the process. So maybe that's what's been the thing you've been holding on to, is some great fortune, or the fear this change is going to have you lose what you have. But it's part of, like, something needs to be worked out. And I guess, like, at the end of the day, this is kind of giving, like, what's more important to you. Like, are you going to cuddle your money in bed at night, or are you going, what's more important, like, morally? You don't want to fight anymore. Oh, but we've got heavy judgments coming down on somebody, or this whole situation here is some judgment coming down. So let's see, what's this family sorrow? The Hierophant. So it feels like a marriage, or there's something official, or this could have something to do with your situation with work or your superiors. It's like you want a blessing on a situation, or this is something official. Um, this could involve the law. Mm, it's feeling like a marriage. So maybe there's something around, like, being an upstanding person in society, in maybe in your church, or some group, something that you've had a blessing on, which I'm not saying it is a marriage, take it how it resonates. But I'm sorry guys, there's like somebody doing yard work in the background, so probably coming through the audio. Oh, Queen of Wands in reverse. So here we go. You know, it'll start to unfold here, but there's a Queen of Wands in reverse that's affecting, feels like interference in a divine union, something that's been divinely orchestrated. There is a Queen of Wands showing up that's creating some havoc here. Or somebody's turned into a Queen of Wands in. So we've got a Knight of Cups that's flipped over and a Four of Cups. So somebody wants to come forward away from this Queen of Wands. So he's facing away from her. He wants to bring and offer his cup. So if it's not to her, it's to somebody or something new. But here it's like somebody's sitting in this loss, like something's already happened and there's a loss. And it's like somebody's lost more than one person. There's 3 cups that somebody is, focused on, and yet Spirit's giving you a new cup. If you just sort of stop and take measure of where you're at in this situation. It's like somebody wants to go away from something old towards something new, but I think like how a situation has been handled in the past, in the recent past, has maybe done this damage to the new. And so now this person wants to come forwards and it's maybe not available anymore. But see, like, remember, this is like spiritual guidance. So something needs to be worked out before a person can come forwards. Like somebody wants to come forwards and offer this cup of love, but big but. Something needs to be sorted out beforehand. And I feel like Spirit is offering this cup, and it's like somebody's just not aware of, that feeling, they're grieving the past, something that's in the past. But, like, this is really where the blessing is in this new cup that's been handed. But somebody here, so we've got a 7 of cups. It's like all these options and choices. Somebody's confused as to what they want, really. I feel like somebody's confused. Do they want the past? Do they want what they already have? Or do they want something completely new? Yeah, I mean, somebody could be currently in a relationship with a Queen of Wands in reverse and they don't want to be there. They don't want to be there. They want to they want to offer their cup somewhere else. But there's confusion and, like, I think the fear of, how do I get out of a situation, or how do I move forward here? We've got the Lovers in reverse, and somebody's been sneaky, deceptive, lying, cheating, yeah, towards another lover. It's like, it's feeling like a third party situation. It feels like somebody's had all these different options. Here you are, Aries, in this King of Wands type position, or this King of Wands is, King of Wands is in the upright, but the Queen of Wands is in reverse here. So I feel like this King of Wands, I mean, he's had a lot of options. He's had a lot of options. He's being very deceptive, but this Queen of Wands, she's nothing to write home about either. See, okay, so now we're looking at Temperance. How do we bring in this balance? There's a choice that needs to be made. 2 of Swords. Somebody needs to choose one or the other. It feels like somebody's like they've been playing with their options. I mean, they've had multiple options, but now it's come down to a choice between 2, one or the other. And I feel like it's to do with somebody they're already with, or somebody from the past, the recent past, and and this person has left, or they're at a distance. 6 of Swords. Yeah. I feel like this King of Wands only feels balanced when they're with this person at a distance and when they're working. It's like this is interesting. All right, let's get into what's the spiritual guidance here. Oh, see, a 3 of Wands. It's like somebody needs to change their direction. They've been pushed to make this change towards, well, look, we've got a Queen of Pentacles, but she's showing up in the reverse. But, how could either one of these queens show up in the upright had they not, given that they've been dealing with being juggled, being treated like an option, like, and that's not love. That's not love. So I feel like this King of Wands is the culprit. He's been juggling and playing as options. The Lovers in reverse, it just shows, I don't feel like there's much love left between the King and Queen of Wands. But this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like she's the one who has changed her course. She's taken a shift. Like she would have seen her future going a certain way, but I feel like this Queen of Wands is the one that has been protected from harm. And this could be her and her children have been taken away. Like she's lost the passion and desire that she had for this situation or for this person. So, there could be, yeah, I feel like there is a loss, but look, there's something new coming in with the cup, the Four of Cups. Sorry, there is something new coming in, but it's giving breakup feels. Right now, definitely giving breakup feels. So that's just sitting in the feelings of what has not come around. The Sun card in reverse here. It's like this. It's a sad time. Just one sec. Sorry, guys. I'm back. So just needed to pause for a second, and it just made me think too that maybe somebody needs to pause on and take stock of where they're at, how they've been behaving, and it's kind of also giving like, yeah, somebody is sick of this fighting. There has just been fighting. It's like somebody's just laying down their swords. They've lost this battle. Yeah, it's like when it comes to family and when it comes to the things that are important, like it feels like somebody is wondering here, like what have they been fighting for? Um, it's like what have they been fighting for? Like they might have been fighting for something that they already had. Like there is a new option coming in here with the Four of Cups, but somebody's already got 3 cups. So let's see. Great worry over nothing. What's this great worry over nothing? Ooh, 10 of Cups in reverse. So somebody is feeling like all is lost. There is not going to be a happy ever after. This is the worry, is losing family, losing love, losing everything they actually wanted. We've got Page of Swords in the reverse, so there is no communication happening here. Like somebody could be blocked. There's no more juggling. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, somebody may be like putting an end to a situation that was threatening what they already had. Chariot in reverse. Somebody is changing directions. They're going back to something they had before. They feel like they're going backwards. The tower's coming down. Ooh, okay. So yeah, something has done a swift turn. A swift turn in. It's like somebody feels like their whole foundations are crumbling. Like everything is coming down. Now this gives though that this foundation was faulty to begin with. Maybe it was originally built on strong foundations, but this lies, this deceptive way that like something was built. I don't think actually it was ever built on a firm foundation, and that's why it's coming down. It was never solid and secure to begin with, and somebody's life is literally, they're feeling like they're going backwards now. They've lost their happiness. They've lost something that they felt they were going to. It feels like somebody felt like they were so close, maybe, but yeah, somebody's been juggling 2 sides, and one of those sides is gone. One of those sides is gone. So I feel like this news or something came out in the open, and that's that has had this communication just get clamped down on, and just with change of direction. So change for the better is coming from this. Like when a tower comes in, unexpectedly like this. It's this has been thrust on somebody here, thrust on a person. I feel like it was thrust on everybody in here. Um, like I feel like there's some shock that happens for everybody has found out something here. But, you know, it's coming down heavy on one person in particular. And I feel like it could be that it's coming down heavy on this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but this is about to get balanced. See, the change for the better is this Temperance. This balance is going to come out of this because whoever found out and had to make something has become public. And I feel like this is negative attention too. Like somebody could be going public with some information or making a decision as to whether or not they go public with this information. And there's a threat here. There's a threat here to somebody's stability, financial stability. And it's like somebody's making a decision right now as to whether or not they go public about this. Because, yeah, but a change for the better is coming in. This will bring in balance. You know, yeah, so look, we've got the High Priestess and the Four of Wands. So this change, this is divinely orchestrated, this balance and the stability, and there is happy family coming in here. Like somebody has a lot of protection around them. And it's certainly not the person who's had this tower. Yeah, no. I feel like somebody here is being protected, their family's being protected, their stability's being protected. I feel like once this toxicity is gone and out of the way, this is somebody who's turning to this higher guidance for their balance, which is the right thing to do. And you know, like this happens sometimes, and it's a shame, but like to turn to your spiritual side due to a rock bottom, like this is a rock bottom. This really is a rock bottom for somebody here. And, you know, but however it comes to you, however you get that connection with the divine and that peace and that balance back. I mean, if hitting a rock bottom is what has somebody see that see the light, so to speak, then, you know, good. But I feel like the person who is there's somebody being protected in this whole thing, and this rejection was protection. So, that is the change for the better here. So, important. So the nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, and waiting for news, package letter. Somebody's waiting on something to come through. Does this come through? Is this happening? I feel like it is. Okay, well, we've got a Three of Cups in the reverse, Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like somebody's waiting to see, will somebody come back to them? Will there be this to and fro? Will it balance out? Somebody's seeing if, you know, will something balance out? No, because the person who played the options before, this deceptive King of Wands, they're only going to come forward in still in this third party type situation. So I feel like if somebody is waiting to see if somebody has changed for the better, like, are they going to change to have this emotionally loving, secure family? Will they make that shift? I think no. No, see, the Three of Cups is still spilled out here. Somebody is not going to make that change. And this is going to stay like somebody's staying in that depressive state. See, King of Wands in reverse here. I feel like that's like somebody chooses not to elevate. I feel like this masculine chooses not to elevate. But flip and switch the roles, apply it where, you see fit. But there is, there's a lot of gossip, a lot of, talk going on behind the scenes. People are saying some nasty things about somebody who I feel like was innocent in this situation. It's like they're trying to cover themselves to like, so that they don't lose what they already have. Um, so let's see. Yeah. Yeah. But in the process, I think that like it's like somebody needs to try and go quiet. Um, like they don't want the evidence to become public. Or somebody's trying to create this negative appearance of a person. Yeah, like they're trying to like sabotage somebody. Somebody is trying to sabotage a person's reputation. Um, because this is their idea. This is their grand idea. Trying to sabotage the situation, like a person's reputation, in order to try, like, because they're a coward, in order to try and protect themselves and their stability. But this is the wrong decision. And I feel like the person who is being protected in this whole situation is they are they just like this is the proof they need that a person is not going to change. They haven't changed. They won't change. They won't change. They're not going to move forward. There's no forward movements here. Somebody is holding on to their money, to their coin, to their stability with all their might, like their life depends on it. And so, no, I feel like the only news that's going to come through for the person who's protected here in this whole reading is that no, this person, they did the dirty and they will continue to do whatever it takes to safeguard themselves. Uh, and yet they only want to come forward in the same toxic way. But I think behind closed doors, this person in hermit mode is like they know what they are. They know what they are, and yeah, just it's not going to come to fruition. Yeah, somebody's not going to come back into this toxic mess. Like enough proof is here, enough has been done, and enough has been said. It's like somebody's finding out what has been done and said behind the scenes, and there's just no coming back from it. So yeah, so this changes for the better for the person who got completely screwed over, and that is that. So So, Aries, this is your reading today. I hope it resonates. I hope you got something out of it, and I'll be back with another reading not too long. So, take care and bye for now.